Yo people, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Morse back at it again with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And this time it's AFC Bournemouth squad line builder. And this time, yeah, as the pre-season's about to start, I think it's time for us to think about who's really going to be in the starting 11 for the coming season, and who's going to be the ones that are going to be our goal scorers, our captains, and just the guys that we're really going to be relying on in this season coming, and which ones, unfortunately, are not going to make the cut for the starting 11. So yeah, let's go straight into it. We'll start from the goalkeeper position, and we'll move all the way down to the striker position. And yeah, so let's do this, shall we? Now, with the recent news of Petrovic coming into the squad, I think it's pretty easy to say it's going to be Petrovic. Like, here we go. Let's find him. There he is. So that's pretty easy. So we got Petrovic in there straight away. Now, next up, we got to have Trafford. Where is he? There he is. I mean, those two are pretty much guaranteed. We've just recently signed them, and they're not going to be players that are going to be on the bench looking to start. They're going to be straight into the starting 11 straight away. There's no question about that. Now, the centre-back positions. Now, obviously, with Housen going to Madrid, and it looks like Zabani's going to go off to PSG if we get a better offer from PSG. So, it's a little bit up in the air with the centre-backs position, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. Do I put Zabani in just for now, as he's still technically a player for us? Or do I go with Hill and Senesi? You know what? Since Zabani's technically still here for now, I'm going to go with Zabani. Come on, then. Let's do it. I'm trying to... There he is. Zabani. In he goes. Okay. I'm going to have to go with Senesi as well. Because I feel like he'll definitely be a backup. And then even Bevan, he'll be also a backup as well. And I think if we bring any other centre-backs in, they won't be starters anyway. So it'll be that sort of thing. So we got Truffert and that sort of in there. Now... Actually, have I done this in the right way around? Screw it. They know what I'm talking about anyway. So yeah, next one up, we've got... I'm going to go with Araujo. I can never pronounce this fucker's name. Oh, where are you? There you are. Alright, so that's basically the centre-backs and the full-backs position sorted out. Now, the CDM roles. Like, I feel like it has to be Tyler Adams. So Tyler Adams is definitely a guaranteed star there. There he is. He's a definite. Now, this other role, it feels like it has to be Cook's role for now because Chrissy's obviously injured. So I'm probably going to have to say Cook. Cook for now. But I feel like that's definitely a position we could definitely strengthen and probably find someone that could be a long-term partner for it with Adams. Because I don't think Cook and Chrissy are the long-term futures, to be pretty honest. Now, let's go into the cam position. Now, this one's a little bit weird because like we have so many options at the moment. We got Alex Scott. We could have Tav there. We could have even Clive at times we played there. Like, there's a few options there. But for me personally, I'm going to go with Tav. I just feel like... where are you? I feel like Tav works better in that cam position rather than the left winger position. And I feel like the same with Clive. I feel like Clive produces more goals when he's on the wing rather than in the middle. I feel like putting Clive in the middle, it sort of not nerfs him, but like sort of shackles him a little bit. So like when we put him on the wing, we sort of release him and then he can just bomb down the wing. And I feel like that's the way to go with that one. So speaking of, let's put Clive. Actually, no, do it on the other side. Whoops. Clive. There you are. Clive's on the left. Now, with obviously Semenyo signing a new deal, we have to start him, so it's got to be Semenyo. Come on, boys. Semenyo's there, which means only one position left, and I think we all can kind of guess who's going to be up front. Like, there's no much brainer, really. It's got to be Ever. It's got to be Ever Nilsson. Come on. Like, is there really anyone else there? And yeah, that is my starting 11 predictions for the AFC Bournemouth 25-26 season. I can't see there being much changes to that kind of squad. You can argue maybe Alex Scott could come in for Tav at times, or maybe we could put Sinistera on the left, or hell, even Tav on the left if we have to. But yeah, overall, I think that's pretty much going to be the standard sort of 25-26 Premier League and just football season, really, for AFC Bournemouth. Can't see much more changes to that, really. If there's anybody that you think should be a starter or should be replacing a player that I've put in the starting 11, please leave a like, share, and subscribe down below, and leave a comment down below who you want to be in your starting 11. And also, with the transfer window still open, is there anybody that we should look at signing or maybe look at moving on anytime soon? I do feel there's a couple of players in there that probably should be looking to move on. And like I said before with Zabani, he is still technically an AFC Bournemouth player now, but there's no guarantee, with PSG constantly offering more money. It looks like eventually he's going to go. But for now, as it stands right now, he is a Bournemouth player, so I'm going to treat it like he's still a Bournemouth player. And you can say I'm kind of hoping that he'll stay, but I think most of us have already accepted he's probably going to go. So for me, I'm just using him while I can, while he's still here. So we might have him for a few pre-season games, and then he'll go off. Then, it is what it is. Good luck to him after that. But yeah, I'm hoping with the money we get from him, actually, that we can try and rebuild the defence, because I feel like, yeah, we signed Truffier and then we got Petrovic, but it still feels like, I don't know, it doesn't always feel like it's enough. It feels like we're still missing a few key players here and there. And it feels like with the money we're getting in for like Housen, Kirkes, and probably Sabani as well, we should be able to get more players in than we have, really. But, unfortunately, we're not the biggest club in the Premier League, and that is a problem that we do have. Yeah, we've been in the Premier League for coming up to 9 seasons, 5 in the first run. Now this is our 4th one in the second one. But I don't know, it just feels like we just don't have that pool yet to get more players in. And we keep having to go to Championship teams or Premier League teams that are on a similar to lower level than us, not like the big ones, you know what I mean? But, we can't have everything. It's football. There's always politics and BS that goes into it. But yeah, I'm excited for the new season. It's been a long way. I know the Club World Cup literally finished yesterday, but it just wasn't the same. It was good to watch some football, but when it's not your club, it's just like, whatever, you know what I mean? And, we had the women's as well, but I'm not interested in that. I'll be brutally honest. I'm not going to fake it. I'm just not interested in that. And yeah, I can't wait to get the preseason going, see who starts, see who plays well, see who's really wants to be a part of this squad and who's just sort of coasting by, if you know what I mean. I think the preseason will be very telling on who actually wants to be in the club and starting for this club, and you can tell who are kind of mentally checked out and looking for a move somewhere else. So yeah, we got Hibernia. We've got, who else have we got? We've got Real Sociedad, we've got Everton, we've got Man United, we've got West Ham. It's going to be an interesting pre-season, and I'll try and do a watch-along and try and go to as many of those pre-season games as I can. But unfortunately, I've got work and other obligations, and I've also got my graduation in a couple of weeks' time, so there'll be probably a few pre-season games I'm going to have to unfortunately miss just for family and other reasons, you know what I mean? But I'll try and do my best to get as many of them done as I can. And yeah, does the line, hang on, let me see. Okay, there's no thing for a substitutes or bench, but if I had to put a bench for this team right now, I'd probably have to go, first one be Alex Scott, Sinistera, Dango, Winterburn. You can have 7? So okay, that's 4. Christie, if he's not injured, Unal, Soler. I think that would be a good 7 on the bench if I need it, or maybe if I can have any more, I'll try and add some more if I can. But yeah, those would be my sort of bench players for the season sort of thing. Ones that could come in and rotate the squad a little bit. Or say we have a early round of a League Cup and FA Cup game. Those players could swap out for the starting 11 here. And try and rotate the squad, get some fitness in, get some form going. So yeah, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is my 25-26 starting 11 for AFC Bournemouth. I hope you agree with me. If you don't agree or want to have a bit of a debate, put a comment down below and let's have a debate. I like to get more interaction with the fans and just my fans in general on this community. And I can't wait for the next season to start, lads. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. I've been your boy, Richard Morse, of the Cherries, and I'll catch you guys very soon. See you later.